what we have here is a very modern still camera that I got in exchange for a Mavica, which is kind of funny to think about. But somebody wanted a Mavica and they didn't want this, I guess. It is a Kodak camera. Here you can see all of the features it boasts. I guarantee you that none of those things work now, given that this is probably from like 2010, somewhere around there. I don't know if there's a date on it somewhere. I can't really tell. I don't see anything. It looks like a date. But it is an EasyShare M580, so I can tell you in a video title just how old it really is. But you can see that it's a fairly modern camera. Now forget about a video title, I actually went ahead and looked it up just now. It's from 2010, so I was right with that. You can see it compared to my most modern camera, other than this one, the Pentax Optio E40, which is from 2007. This has got a much larger lens, which, interestingly enough, is a Schneider Krosnak lens. Usually you see on Samsung cameras. It's kind of odd to see it on a Kodak, but I don't think there are very many lens manufacturers around anymore anyway. They got a pretty similar control layout, it's just that this one's got the share button. You go in and take a look. It's got a pretty typical layout. Power switch, there's your flash control, and there's your mode, as well as your shutter. On the side, I believe there is an HDMI. I don't know if it's a full-size HDMI. No, it would be a mini HDMI port, and a micro USB port, which it can charge from, which is really useful, because I don't actually have the battery charger for this, and it's not like the Pentax, which takes AA's. This thing takes a lithium battery. And of course it's got an SD card slot. I actually have a 32 gigabyte micro SD card in there right now. It takes full-size SD cards, I just have it in an adapter. I'm guessing that's the microphone on the side there. 8 times optical zoom and an image stabilizer. Being as modern as this is, it actually shoots 720p video, which is actually pretty decent. I don't know what the audio quality's like, but I guess we can find out. We can go ahead and turn it on here. Is that a little light? See there. Right now it is in smart capture mode, which is basically your auto. Go ahead and here, change our picture size. 12 megapixels, 10 megapixels, 6 megapixels, 3, 2, and 1. Some of these are 16 by 9. 12 is 3.2. But most of these are 4 by 3 for pictures. It's got a self-timer function. Preset keyword tag, I don't know what that means. I have no clue what that means. So, I'm guessing that's like a manual thing. Come up to settings and go here, there's the date and time. So you can go ahead and set that. LCD brightness control. Share button settings. So I guess you can do all that. I'm not going to bother with any of that because, like I said, I'm pretty sure none of it works now. Red eye reduction function. Usually I like to set that to pre-flash, but you can set it to digital. Orientation sensor, that's for people who like to hold it vertically for whatever reason. You can turn on or off the camera sounds, or I guess you can modify them. Turn them off. Image storage, it does have some internal storage, but it's not very much, and you can't do 720p to it. Of course, there's all that. Press info, here you can see the number of pictures. I guess there's our preset keyword stuff down there, which you can't even see. Various self-timer functions. Deal with the flash, automatic. Funny enough, you can't force the flash on, which I think is really interesting. It does have a zoom, like I said. It's what is it? 8 times optical zoom. It also has an image stabilizer. So I'm going to go ahead and take some pictures. I think it's pretty obvious how you take pictures with this camera. But before I do that, I did want to do this. You see, you get your video mode, program mode, different scenes. You can go into program here. Used for general picture taking, access to all capture settings. So you could change your focus, exposure compensation. You can just leave. And you can see we get more options. Your ISO. Well, anyway. You can only do it up to 8 seconds. Self-timer. Pretty much your standard options for a camera. Of course, you get a whole bunch of different scenes. I'm not even going to go through all of them, because that would take forever. We'll put it back in Smart Capture. I'll take some pictures, and then we'll take some video with it. Okay, I believe we're now recording video. Should have sound as well. This is the camera that I was using. I don't think it refocuses. I also don't think you can zoom. Well, you got digital zoom. That's all you get. So you can get an idea for the video quality out of this. And I don't believe it's continuous autofocus. But most of these cameras aren't. And the few that do, what tends to end up happening is you get this ticking noise in your audio, and it's really annoying. And I couldn't get it to refocus on this. If I bring it close, you can see it's not hunting or anything. Try and find the focus on that. Which I guess is actually pretty nice, because like I was saying, usually that's really annoying noise. That Kodak cameras tend to do. I have an Easy Share that I think is just either a little bit older or a little bit newer than this, and it does that. I mean, there's a really loud hunting noise in the audio, and it's extremely annoying to listen to. see that this thing's recording light is actually pretty bright. The other thing that you can see is just how many dead pixels it's got. I think you can really even see it here too. But free is free, and we'll see just what kind of video quality this thing can produce. Of course, here's with the camera zoomed way in as well. You can even add digital zoom on top of that. Not that you'd want to. But in that regard, it basically operates just like a cell phone. So you can see that it very definitely does not refocus while recording. I guess the only other thing I need to demonstrate with this is the timer record. I've got it in 10-second mode right now. So go ahead and we'll hit that button, we'll flip it around, and see how it does. So that is pretty much it for the Kodak EasyShare M580 camera. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below.